guest this evening is an Oscar and Golden Globe nominated actress and English person who's married to a Mumford, minus the sons. Her new movie is called Promising Young Woman. It opens in theaters Christmas Day. Please welcome Carey Mulligan. Hi, Carey. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. I like being described as an English person.
You are. And I have to tell you, after seeing your movie, your accent is so good. It is so unbelievably American that it is actually shocking for me to be speaking to you in this pretend English accent that you have.
Thank you. I've been working on my pretend English accent for a while.
You are in England right now, yes?
I am.
Is that the best place to celebrate Christmas? Because to me, it seems like it is.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we have all the things.
Yeah, it's built for Christmas. In a way, Christmas was not technically invented there, but kind of invented there by Charles Dickens, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, our idea of Christmas. My staff is laughing at me.
Sort of ownership over Christmas.
Yes, and ownership, because, you know, it was manger-themed before that. And no one wants to spend Christmas in a manger. Do you, you love Christmas? Is it one of your things?
Oh, Christmas is my only thing. Christmas is, particularly this year, Christmas just feels like the sort of beacon of light at the end of the year. But yeah, I'm a big Christmas person.
What are your family traditions? Is there anything that you do that other people don't?
It's weird because they're not fun. They're just sort of rules where I insist on things being done a certain way.
Oh.
And if they're not, I get sort of cross.
Now, when you say you insist on them to be, is this with your parents or with your kids or with all of them or what?
Well, the kids are now part of it, I guess. Yeah. But it's a sort of, it's always sort of my parents and my husband, and everyone has to sort of still be in their pajamas. No one's allowed to have a shower first. You have to get your drink ready. You've had breakfast, get your drink ready, sit down on the floor, focus, don't be on your phone or like distracted with other things. Like everyone has to watch the person opening the present.
You will allow breakfast though before the gifts are opened.
Yeah, but like a quick breakfast.
A quick breakfast,
yeah. Just sustenance.
What if the rules are violated? Is there a penalty?
Well, yeah, I had there was one serious violation one year because my family know how seriously I take Christmas and that it's just not a game. And it was the first year that Marcus and I were married and we were away. My parents had we were in Austria and we'd gone on holiday there for Christmas. And my brother was staying with my parents and we were staying across the road in a hotel, which kind of troubled me that we weren't all going to wake up in our pajamas. And so I said, look, we'll come over in our pajamas in the morning, but don't do anything until we get there because you just can't do anything without us. So we arrived at the time that we were meant to get there. And I told my brother, I texted him saying that we're on our way over. So we come through the door. And as we come through, I see my brother and he's got like a bit of wrapping paper and a thing. And he's going, oh my God, I love it. At which point I say, I can't believe you started without me. And I burst into tears and walked out of the room and slammed the door behind me and locked myself into the bathroom. And my brother was like, oh my God, it's a joke. This is a bit of wrapping paper. I mean, he was totally kidding. But I was convinced that he had begun Christmas. And for like 20 minutes, Marcus was the only one who was allowed into the bathroom. And I felt like a 12-year-old, but I was so cross that they'd sort of, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I take it very serious.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like your brother's a good actor, too.
I know. It's annoying. You shouldn't do it.
So you sent us a photograph, and before we get to the photograph, you have a story. Is it true that you deliver you do the deliveries of Christmas gifts yourself?
Yes, so I was bringing a very big suitcase full of presents, and it was quite, it was sort of those kid-free moments where I had like a latte, and I was listening to music, and I was listening to Taylor Swift, and I was like, 'tis the damn season. And I was so in my little zone. And then like a very conscientious person, I realized I should sanitize because COVID. And so I sort of reached into my pocket to get the sanitizer out. And as I was sanitizing my hand, I saw this sort of motion at the corner of my eye, and then turned with music still blaring to see my suitcase in the middle of the train tracks. And it just sort of
But you had the sense to stop and take a photograph of this.
Well, I just thought it was, I just wanted to show Marcus really how bad it was. and my coffee was down there as well. For somehow in my panic, I'd sort of thrown my coffee. And one of my earpods also sort of got caught up in the whole thing. So my coffee, my earpod, my suitcase, it's all down there in the train track.
And did you go down and get it?
Well, no, that was my first thought. I thought, like, oh, I'll just go and grab it. And then the station, I started shouting, like, help, because I didn't know what did I do, like a train to come along. And then this sort of station master man came along and I said, like, I can just get it. There's like 10 minutes till the train comes. And he was like, no, you can't just get it. You can't just walk onto a train track and try and retrieve a suitcase. Anyway, so it ended up being like 7 guys in high-vis jackets. And they made an announcement and the whole train station was looking at me because they knew it was my fault that the train was delayed. And it was just, I wanted the earth to just swallow me up. And I stood in my, thankfully, in my big face mask, just hiding.
And, well, sometimes the masks come in handy, I guess, huh? Especially in this particular situation. And like a Christmas miracle, they rescued. Did they get the AirPods, too?
Well, that was the point where I was just about to ask, do you mind having a little look for my AirPods? And I thought perhaps that was...
Yeah, right.
So I just left it. I thought I'll just have to, you know...
A Christmas miracle, if ever there was one. When we come back, Carey Mulligan is with us. We'll see a clip from her new movie, Promising Young Woman. It opens in theaters Christmas Day. We'll be right back.
I just thought that you were...
Drunk?
Yeah.
Really drunk?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. But that's good, isn't it?
I think you should leave.
Oh, now you want me to leave?
No, I'm really high. Like, I'm really high right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I think you should go.
But a second ago, you were determined for me to stay. You were pretty insistent, actually.
I'm a nice guy.
Are you?
That is Carey Mulligan and Christopher Mintz-Plasse in Promising Young Woman. I enjoyed this movie. I wouldn't know how to begin to describe it, so I'm going to leave that to you.
Oh, man, that's a hard one.
It's a combination of a lot of things.
It is so far we've been saying it's a dark comedy, revenge thriller, romance? No, not romance, but it's a lot. It's a lot of things. It's
I think I'd say there's some romance in there.
Oh, there's a montage.
I guess you do need a montage, don't you? I never really thought about that. You're right on that.
That's what makes it.
And there sure is a montage with Bo Burnham is your love interest in this film, and he's very good in it.
Oh man, he's such a good actor.
Funny guy too.
Very funny, very, very funny, and you know, somebody that just caused havoc on set because I couldn't keep it together when I was working with him because he was hilarious.
You have a lot of very funny people in this movie, and again, the subject matter is, well, when people see it, they will understand why this is weird, but you've got Alison Brie, Christopher we just saw, Molly Shannon, Jennifer Coolidge. You've got a lot of very funny people. Who did you bond with on set?
I have to say, the Jennifer Coolidge experience is like no other.
She's very funny, yeah.
Oh man, just the way that she can improvise, it's just, I mean, it really feels like you're watching a genius. And I've been such a massive fan of hers, you know, in the Christopher Guest movies, and getting to watch her in this amazing dinner table scene in the film where Bo, who's playing my boyfriend, meets my parents for the first time, and Emerald wanted some sort of awkward conversation at the beginning about sort of what everyone did for a living, and so Bo asks, you know, very innocently what my mother's job is, and Jennifer Coolidge started improvising. And the first job that she came up with was a fish tank interior designer, that she had sort of late in life found a passion for interior design and fish tanks. And then the second one that really got me, that like ruined, I just couldn't keep it together, was the that she was somebody who trained small animals to detect carbon monoxide. but she delivers these completely deadpan. And Clancy Brown is brilliantly, sort of steadfastly standing next to, very, very impressed with his wife. And man, I like the power of comedians to keep it together through stuff like that.
Well, yeah, the movie is really good. Give my best to Marcus, and I hope your brother doesn't ruin Christmas this year. And thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. I think it's bedtime where you are now, so go to sleep.
Yeah, it is.
Carey Mulligan, everybody. Promising Young Woman opens in theaters Christmas Day. We'll be back with Alanis Morissette. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, click the subscribe button. And if you didn't like it, well, you hurt my feelings.